You sat down to trim one video, and 3 hours later, you're still poking at a glowing screen that has more buttons than a cockpit. That's the trap. So, let's answer the question you actually came for. Descript is a video and audio editor that lets you edit by editing the text transcript instead of dragging clips around. And here's the honest one-liner. It's genuinely worth paying for if you make podcasts or talking head content built on a script. And it's overkill for almost everyone else doing general video work. That's the verdict. Stick around, because which side of that line you fall on changes everything, and I'll show you the exact workflows where it earns the money and the ones where it quietly wastes your time. Quick thing before we get into it. This video is sponsored by NBC Canada Inc., a bookkeeping firm built for trades and construction businesses. If your books are a disaster and you can't see your real numbers or control your cash, that's their whole job, fixing the mess so you stop running blind. They've got a free trades bookkeeping scorecard that shows you how much money your business is quietly losing, and the link is the first thing in the description. Okay, back to it. Here's the core idea, because if you don't get this, nothing else makes sense. Most editors make you work on a timeline. You scrub through footage, you find the bad take, you cut it, you drag the pieces together. It's fiddly and it's slow. Descript flips that. It transcribes everything you said into a text document, and then you edit the words, delete a sentence in the text, and the matching video and audio disappear. It's like editing a Google Doc that happens to control your footage, and honestly, the first time that clicks, it feels like a trick. You highlight your you hit delete, the gone from the audio. You spot a rambling tangent in paragraph 3, you delete the paragraph, the tangent's gone from the video. No scrubbing, no hunting, that's the headline feature, and it's real. But a headline feature is not the same as worth it. Because the question isn't whether the magic trick works, it's whether the magic trick fits how you actually make stuff. And that's where it gets interesting. Let's start with where Descript is the right answer, no asterisk. Podcast. If you record 2 people talking for an hour, you've got a wall of audio with dead air, false starts, and that part where someone's dog barked. In a normal editor, cleaning that up is brutal. In Descript, you read the transcript like a script. You see the rambles on the page, you delete the boring middle of a story the same way you delete a sentence in an email. The whole edit becomes reading and trimming, and reading is fast. It also has a feature that removes filler words across the whole file in one move. Every gone in seconds. For a long conversation, that one button is worth a real chunk of your evening. And there's a studio sound style cleanup that takes a roomy, echoey recording and makes it sound like you spent money on a booth. For someone recording in a spare bedroom, that's not a toy. That's the difference between sounding amateur and sounding fine. So if your content is mostly people talking, and the edit is mostly cutting out the parts where they talked badly, Descript is built for exactly that. This is the workflow it was designed around. But notice what all of those wins have in common. They're all about words. And here's where the cracks start to show. The moment your video stops being about words, Descript starts fighting you. Think about a product montage. Quick cuts, music, no talking, just nice shots set to a beat. There's no transcript to edit because nobody's saying anything. So the whole text editing magic does nothing for you. You're back on a timeline, and Descript's timeline is not why people pay for it. For tight, frame-precise cutting to music, a dedicated editor runs circles around it. Now, think about heavy motion graphics, animated titles, layered effects, keyframed movement, color grading that actually matters. That's not Descript's world. It can do basic captions and simple layers, but the second you want real control, you feel the ceiling. You'll be doing the fancy work somewhere else and bringing it back in. And here's the part nobody puts in the glowing reviews. The transcript is only as good as the transcription. If you talk fast, use jargon, have an accent the model wrestles with, or there's background noise, the text comes out wrong. And when the text is wrong, the magic gets clumsy because you are now reading a garbled version of your own words, trying to find the bit you want to cut. So the tool that promises to save you time can absolutely cost you time if your content doesn't match its shape. That's the whole game. Match the shape, you fly. Fight the shape, you crawl. Now let's talk about the thing that trips up solo creators the most, and it's not a feature, it's the feeling when you open it. Descript keeps adding stuff. Recording, editing, transcription, AI voices, screen capture, clip publishing, collaboration tools. On paper, more features sound like more value. In practice, for one person trying to make one video, it's a lot of doors when you only needed one. A team loves all those doors because different people use different ones. A solo creator who just wants to clean up a podcast can find the extra surface area genuinely confusing. You spend mental energy figuring out which tool you're supposed to be in before you've cut a single word. And this is the honest tension at the heart of the whole tool. The thing that makes it impressive for teams is the same thing that makes it heavy for individuals. It's not bad software. It's software that grew up, and a lot of solo creators are still being sold the simple version that doesn't fully exist anymore. So if you've ever opened it, felt dumb, and assumed the problem was you, the problem probably wasn't you. The problem is you brought a one-person job to a tool that's quietly built for a crew. Keep that in mind, because it decides the next part, the money. Let's deal with cost honestly. Descript has a free tier and paid plans, and the exact numbers move around, so check the current pricing yourself before you commit. I'm not going to quote you a figure that's wrong by next month. Here's how to think about it instead of the dollar amount. The free tier exists so you can test the workflow. Use it. Record something real, edit it by editing the text, run the filler removal, and feel whether the magic actually fits your brain and your content. Then the paid tiers mostly unlock more transcription time, longer exports, cleaner output, and the heavier AI features. The real question is volume. If you're producing talk-heavy content regularly, week after week, the time the text editing saves you can easily justify a subscription. That's a clean yes. But if you make one video a month, or your stuff is mostly visual, you're paying a monthly fee for a superpower you barely use. That's the trap people fall into. They subscribe for the demo they saw, not the work they actually do. A subscription is a recurring bet that you'll use the thing enough to be worth it. The free tier is how you settle that bet before you pay. Run it for real first. Don't subscribe to a feeling. Let me just say the quiet part out loud, because most guides won't. There are people who should not pay for this and maybe shouldn't bother at all. If your videos are short, visual, music-driven clips with little or no talking, skip it. The text magic does nothing for you, and you'll be paying for a transcription engine you never feed. If you live inside advanced effects and precise color work, you're going to outgrow it on day one and resent the round trips. And if you genuinely only edit a couple of times a year, the free tools that already ship on your phone or computer will do the job without a recurring charge. That's not me dunking on the software, it's the opposite. Knowing when a tool isn't for you is how you stop wasting money. The worst outcome isn't picking the wrong editor, it's paying every month for the right editor pointed at the wrong job. Okay, say you're in the sweet spot, you make talk-heavy content and you want this to pay off. Here's the simple way to actually get the value, walk through start to finish. Step 1, record straight into it or drop your existing audio in and let it transcribe. Don't touch the timeline yet, just wait for the words to show up. Step 2, read the transcript top to bottom and delete like an editor with a red pen. Cut the false starts, the dead tangents, the part where you lost your thread and started over. You're shaping the story in text and the video follows along underneath. Step 3, run the filler word removal across the whole thing. Then apply the studio sound cleanup if your recording was rough. 2 buttons, big payoff, and your spare bedroom audio suddenly sounds intentional. Step 4, add simple captions because talk-heavy content lives or dies on captions. Keep the on-screen extras basic and export. Resist the urge to wander into every other feature. The discipline is the trick. Use it for the one thing it's great at and ignore the 10 things that tempt you into a longer night. That lean loop is where the time savings actually live, not in using everything, in using the words to edit core and walking away. So let's pull it all together, because you came here for a straight answer, not a feature tour. Descript is powerful and the text editing core is genuinely useful, not hype. But powerful and right for you are different things. It's worth paying for if you crank out talking content on a regular schedule, because the transcript workflow turns a slow, fiddly edit into fast reading and trimming. It's overcomplicated and probably a waste for general video work, visual first clips, and anyone who edits only now and then. Before I give you the one rule to act on, here's the part where my honest read matters more than the feature list. I would say just start actually filming short clips, like 60-second clips, just to get used to being on camera. In the Instagram edits or the YouTube Shorts editor, you can just edit your videos there honestly and do a minimal edit and just actually get consistently posting. Then you can look into something like Descript or a video editing app, because chances are you're not trying to become a professional editor now. Descript makes it easy because just like AI made it easy to do research, I asked the AI to do it. That's all Descript is. AI on top of a video editor where I can control the video editor. So I would say save your money on Descript and actually just get the fundamentals down. Cutting out your silences, cutting out your filler words, watching your video back again and saying, did I need to say that? How can I make this more concise and straight to the point? Focus on speaking faster and getting to the point. Focus on your hooks and your content and providing value. Editing is like second to hooks and thumbnails. If you're doing YouTube, your title, your on-screen hook, and your visual hook, the first 3 seconds of the video are so important. That's my take. Just do the fundamentals first and then look into these things, and honestly, just chat with the AI about it. Here's the rule you can act on today. Don't subscribe first. Open the free tier, take one real piece of your actual content, the messy kind you really make, and run it through the words to edit loop end to end. If it felt like cheating in a good way, pay for it. You found your tool. If it felt like wrestling a spaceship to trim a clip, close it, keep your money, and use something simpler. Let the work decide, not the demo. If this saved you from a subscription you didn't need, subscribe here for plain English AI tool breakdowns, where I tell you straight whether something's worth your money. Drop the next tool you want me to put on trial in the comments. And thanks again to MBC Canada Inc. If your trades business books are a mess, grab the free bookkeeping scorecard at the link below and see exactly how much money you might be leaking. I'll see you in the next one.